which can be the correct behavior of an engineer or a technician or a student that has to develop a project or a scientific program in a developing country, or we can say everywhere, I will start talking about an innovative or a correct approach born during the 70s of the past century, named appropriate technology. Indian ideological leader Mahatma Gandhi is often cited as the father of the appropriate technology movement. Though the concept had not been given a name, Gandhi advocated for small, local and predominantly village-based technology to help India's villages become self-reliant. He disagreed with the idea of technology that benefited a minority of people at the expense of the majority, or that put people out of work to increase profit. Thanks to Gandhi's approach, during the same period, an ideological movement and its manifestations was generated by the economist Ernst Friedrich Fritz Schumacher in his influential work Small is Beautiful. Fritz Schumacher was an internationally influential economic thinker, statistician and economist in Britain, serving as a chief economic advisor to the United Kingdom National Coal Board for 2 decades. He was greatly influenced by Mahatma Gandhi concepts of economy of permanence and appropriate technology. Schumacher traveled to Far East as an economic consultant. While there, he developed the set of principles he called Buddhist economics, based on the belief that the individuals need good work for proper human development. He also proclaimed that the production from local resources for local needs is the most rational way of economic life. He traveled also throughout many third world countries, encouraging local governments to create self-reliant economies. Schumacher's experience led him to become a pioneer of what is now called appropriate technology. User-friendly and ecologically suitable technology applicable to the scale of the community. Though the nuances of appropriate technology vary between fields and applications, it is generally recognized as encompassing technological choice and application that is small-scale, labor-intensive, energy-efficient, environmentally sound, socially attentive, and locally controlled. Both Schumacher and many other followers also emphasize the technology as people-centered. Appropriate technology is most commonly discussed in its relationship to economic development and as an alternative to transfer of capital-intensive technology from industrialized nations to developing countries. However, appropriate technology can be found in both developing and developed countries. In today's application, appropriate technology is the most appropriate technique adapted to the environmental, cultural, economic, and social context where they are applied, guaranteeing the best environmental management of resources and a technological development sustainability. It is a technology that is designed with special consideration to the environmental, ethical, cultural, social, political, and economical aspects of the community it is intended for. Appropriate technology usually takes the form of simple technologies that are labor-intensive rather than capital-intensive, and are thus suited for use in developing or rural regions. Often, the type of appropriate technology that is used in developed countries is appropriate and sustainable technology. An appropriate technology, besides being functional and relatively cheap, is durable and employs renewable resources, local materials, local knowledge. It improves indigenous populations' condition, valorizing their own natural resources. Appropriate technologies have the characteristics necessary for a technical intervention that can be also sustainable by social, economic, and environmental point of view. The main properties are easy to reproduce with the resources available locally, strong roots in the local community, participation of local communities, easy management, small scale, reducing environmental impact, and low cost. The main application can be found in community service and support for health, water, sanitation, education, infrastructures. An appropriate technology approach has to be applied in several important areas as solid waste management and recycling, fresh and drinkable water supply, wastewater treatment and reuse, transport and logistic design and improvement, energy supply, saving and renewable sources utilization, handicrafts and small industry promotion, agriculture improvement and small-scale cultivation, healthy and comfort living. This approach can be a useful tool to reach the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. To have a correct approach in any kind of technical intervention and projects, according with the previous principle, it's mandatory to involve local community and to stimulate the participation of many local subjects, as citizen associations, public administrators and authorities, school and education responsible, youth, students, and women association. Participation and community activities can develop institutionalized, innovative approaches, involving local groups and stakeholders, enlarging their access to the project design, improving their public involvement, attitudes and responsibility. All the society can have better benefits and the project will be successfully designed and achieved. In summary, appropriate technologies are those that solving a problem does not create others and can really contribute for an improvement in local population life quality.